Hey, it's Alex. Today we have a showcase video from a recent commission I did. There's a catch though. This is an army being used for Space Marines Imperial Guard, but as you can probably tell on screen if you are a fan of Warhammer 40K, none of these miniatures are from Games Workshop, which was a nice change. So hopefully if you just want to look at something a bit different but being used for the same game system, stick around, hopefully you enjoy the video. There's a link up there with a more detailed video about me batch painting these 100 miniatures. Now overall the commission was done over a long time period, because there's flexibility between me and the client, just because this isn't my full-time gig. But there was around 200 plus miniatures altogether. So here's some candid shots like with different color effects on to give like a vibe. But yeah, this was the bulk of the army. These were like I would say like basic Cadian infantry guardsmen or space marines. There are different armor loadouts later on throughout the video with different people in like heavier armor, which you could say is more space marine like. But at the end of the day, the client calls the shots. That's the great thing. You don't have to use miniatures for certain game system. Be like, oh, I have to use a space marine as a space marine. You don't have to. You can literally use whatever miniatures you want because it's your hobby. You use your money. You do whatever you want. You don't have to be like, I have to use this miniature. So this was like a weapons team I painted up. It was quite good fun. I really liked the AA gun. Kind of slightly remind me of like a, I don't know, Flank 88, but a lot smaller. Here was more of the Crusader armor loadout, which looks a bit more Space Marine-y with like the cool helmets, the flamethrowers, the big rifles. They were really fun to paint. And then here is another bulk of infantry. These guys had like a slightly different armor loadout to the 100 lads I built. They had like anti-tank weapons and slightly different armor panels, but quite similar, but that bit different. But these were the first batch, I believe, when I started the commission. They were pretty cool. And I've kind of kept a coherent paint scheme throughout the entire army because that's quite useful. But some have like kind of different paint effects like sponge painting, dry brushing, like highlights and stuff just to break it up a bit. And this is kind of the highlight for me finishing the commission, Imperial Knight. Yes, it's not an actual GW Imperial Knight, but it was really fun to do because I've never really painted something like this before. I've painted big models like Mortarian and that, but to work on something this big was quite good fun. And it was just rattle can. I'm really liking the kind of camo effect. The client likes it because I was instructed to kind of do a camo effect like this. So yeah, this is just a showcase video showing you a Imperial Guard Space Marine army, but without Games Workshop miniatures, because we don't have to restrict ourselves. We have to like 3D print in third-party parts. You can kit bash, but it's just a fun thing to do to kind of spice up your hobby mojo if you're in a kind of a slump. I like to do a showcase video, so hopefully you've enjoyed that today. And if you have, if you could like share it, like it, leave a comment. If you haven't and you feel like it was worth your time, a subscription is greatly appreciated. And if not, thanks for just dropping on by and checking out my video today. Thank you to the people on screen. They get blogs and extra stuff. They are free to read, so you don't actually have to pay to read my rambles. But till next time, I'm Alex, and thanks for dropping on by. Keep it easy.